I just can't just be silent about that. You saw that. Now, that's BS. You cannot have it all. You cannot have it all. There's a rule, there's a law. It's called the law of balance. And it's always applicable. And no matter what, you can never escape this rule. No matter how much money you have, you can never escape this rule. And so here, let's look at something right out of left field that you would never expect where I'm going. Let's look at the 5 wings of enlightenment. No, I'm sorry. Let's look at the 5 hindrances according to the Buddha. 5 hindrances are being rich, being good looking, being physically strong, being famous, and being like temporally powerful. These are the things that people go for. These are the things that people want. But they insulate you from suffering. And suffering, being awake to real pain, real suffering in the world. Like if you saw that homeless man that we just passed, that's seeing him brings me compassion, because I drank at the fountain of what the Buddha had to teach for 34 years. And back to the advertisement, that is talking about this fantasy where you can have everything you want, you can have it all. No way in hell. And it is a hell. You know, this tree can't have life forever. This is a sign, a beautiful sign, that this tree is not going to live for as long as its mates. Something happened. You can never escape. There are laws in this universe. And let's look back at that ugly thing that this video began with. So, you're born pretty. You're a white girl born pretty. Well, good for you. Well, right away, boom. You got some of the 5 hindrances going on. Some of the 5 hindrances that will make it more difficult for you to spiritually develop. And spiritual development is the point. This is Lisbon. This is Campo Pequeno. This is my home for 14 years. I recommend it. I'm American. I much prefer it here. There's not aggression. Well, no, there's plenty of passive aggression in Portuguese people, but they're generally trying to be nice and decent. And that poisonous advertisement is not really a Portuguese value. And it's not an American value either. It's not an American value. It's a satanic value. It's disgusting. And I take a stand against it right now, and we need to. You know, princess culture is BS. There's so many women who are ruined because they can get on OnlyFans, they can do weird, crazy things just because they're born pretty, and just ruin their lives by developing a bad relationship with desire. That's the main point. A bad relationship with money, a bad relationship with other people, a bad relationship with romantic relationships, a bad relationship towards men, a bad relationship towards desire. Back to that most important one. That's the main teaching of the Buddha, is that we are the nigger. We're the slave of desire. And yeah, I use that word. So what? Everybody can use that word. That word means slave. My uncle, Leo Mack, who's African American, said, an N-word is just a low-down, dirty dog. But I feel that the N-word is strictly a slave. And anyways, I tend to use it in you're a slave to, or don't be a slave to, or let's not be slaves to, or they want us to be slaves to. So, That advertisement is wanting to enslave more people, but particularly women, and particularly younger women. It's wanting to enslave more young women to that toxic, nasty ideal. And that toxic, nasty ideal prevents them from being able to marry, being able to marry. Yeah, it's not a dirty word. It's not a dirty word. If you understand real happiness and who has it, it's people that are deep in a marriage that's lasted a long time and they feel really secure in it. Those are the happiest people in the world. You want to tell me different? Then go learn more. Pay attention more to the world. Nobody wants to be alone. People want their alone time. People want their autonomy. But at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, or at the end of the period of time, whatever that period of time is, they want somebody that's there for them, that has their back, that loves them. Everybody wants it. So, I always check the recycling. So now it's less beautiful. If, they didn't replace some of the trees. But that advertisement is disgusting. And then it's exactly trying to trap people into the 5 hindrances. It's wrong. And no matter if you're born pretty, you should still have a work ethic. You should still contribute. You should still be honest. You should still never use people. You should still think about how to be useful and how to contribute. And everybody that has that attitude has a chance. Everybody that doesn't have that attitude is lost. And their life is a waste. I don't mean it's inherently a waste, but they are wasting the most precious opportunity given to a soul in this universe, which is a human life, or a life similar to a human being, where we have consciousness and we can screw up. When you have consciousness and you can screw up, you have free will to be an idiot and a turd. That is the most precious opportunity. And do I need to explain it? Because you can screw up. That means you can, that when you do good, it's worth something. And if you're punished for doing good, as we are in society today often, look at Julian Assange and look at Edward Snowden. Being punished for being good is very normal in society today, and that makes being good even more valuable. So screw that ugly advertisement. And it's a lie. It's a horrible satanic gesture against young women and against all of us. And I stand firm and strong against it. If you feel this was worthy, if you respect this channel, please look at how few subscribers. Please help. Really appreciate it. So big, huge hug to you. And be well. Much love. Blessings in everything you do.